Bonsoir, mes amis. Welcome back to Monaco. Last time, the hacker helped us destroy all evidence of our presence in Lyon. This time, we're going to hide in plain sight. So, when I originally reached this heist, when I decided to play through the new campaign in single player, shortly after it came out, I was basically convinced at this point that Voltaire had to be the gentleman or someone, because that entire line, you're just gonna have to trust me. Has anything good ever come from believing somebody who said, you will have to trust me, not just do this? At this point, I was very concerned that poor Candide was being set up for a fall, because, well, let's face it, Inspector Voltaire isn't exactly playing cards on the table here. He's playing things very close to the chest, and it doesn't seem like there's any reason to. There's well, I guess there's plenty of reason to. If there's really an inside man in Lyon or inside Interpol, you don't want to be able to find him, right? You don't want to be able to tell the gentleman, hey, they're coming after you, you need to hide yourself. But this, it seems a bit overboard. For Constable Candide just be going along with it, it seems crazy. This level takes the concept of the death packs we see in many levels otherwise, and kind of takes them up a notch, since now they all have rocket launchers. As you can see, the rocket launchers will blow up any cover you have to protect you from lines of sight. The main benefit you can find with that is that if you do get sighted, you have probably about a second and a half before the rocket launcher will actually go off and hit you, which is definitely a plus. The downside is that if you yourself get a rocket launcher and you blow somebody up with it, it doesn't actually jib the corpse. Unlike when you use C4 to take care of a problem guard, these will only leave the skeleton. But that can be a problem in and of itself, since obviously it'll drag people's attention to where they heard the explosion, whereas otherwise if you blow up a wall with the rocket launcher it won't. The other problem here is the dogs and the helicopters, and those are definitely a problem. I get pretty close here because every time you get hit by a rocket launcher, and they are very accurate with them, you will lose half your health. You get hit twice, you're done. And of course, being the lookout, you can see I come very close to a bad encounter here and there.
Qui va là? Oh!
Still, with some careful use of sneaking and careful use of cover, you can avoid most guards just by walking right in front of them. Down here on the ground level is essentially the level where the lookout's origin took place, and truth is it doesn't seem to have changed much. You still have the plaza in the center with a water wall and everything else, and there's still gold scattered around along with all of the many guards. The main difference this time around is that, well, the guards aren't spawning in, which, well, it's a pretty big plus in my book. There are also less safes, but that can have a, well, I'd call that a good thing. Each one is being covered by a guard this time, unfortunately, so it's just going to take a bit more work on your part if you want to get all the gold and also be safe. But there's no money in being safe, right? Something you do have to watch out for is the helicopters, since if you're outside of cover they will spot you, and if they bring the wrong kind of guard looking right at you, that can be a significant problem. The biggest thing is to keep your eye on the ground just to see where you're in the shadows and where you're exposed. Also watch out for the birds.
Quoi? Oh!
One thing I've noticed, and I think it may be the level design, maybe there's too many things going on, is that you won't always hear when the helicopter's calling you out. You'll still hear the noise when the helicopter is getting closer or is hovering over you, but you won't always hear it call out to guards for them to get their attention.
Huh?
It's not a bad thing. It kind of fits in with the chaos of Monaco, I think. But with all these different guard types to bring more enemies to your location, this can get pretty hectic pretty fast. Especially since you may notice that the dogs will follow you to the ends of the earth. Oh, yeah. At this point, my heart basically stopped. And with that, all we have left to do is escape on the boat. Please join me next time for the final video of Monaco.